Now let's start the lesson. Jeremy, do you do your work? Didn't? Yeah. So you type in your answer, Ken? Tony, you also try to type in your answer. Okay. So we are doing our mock exam 2, and this is the second set, right? And then let's go on to the first question. In your paper, you will see question 1, but I'm following the question number in the mock exam paper. So this is like question 8. Okay, so question 8. This is the animal T as shown in the diagram. Okay, so it burrows into the mud at the end, or sorry, at the bottom of streams. Okay, so it burrows into the mud. What's the meaning of burrow into the mud? Y'all know or not? What's the meaning of burrow? Burrow into the mud. So the mud here, right? Burrow inwards, like a worm, that kind of thing. Yeah, but this is not exactly a worm. It's an organism that looks a bit like fish, a bit like snake. Okay, so this is animal T. Okay, so what it does is it will burrow into the bottom of streams when the weather becomes hot and dry. Okay, so the streams will be dried up, right? Eventually. Then it will go into deep sleep until the wet season returns. So which structural adaptation helps animal T to burrow? I see that Delia says dig in. Yes, correct. Very good. So Jeremy type in the answer. Okay, and most of you also put in the correct answer. Okay, answer is B, a streamlined body. How does a streamlined body help T, okay, to burrow into the mud more easily? How does the streamlined body help it to burrow easily? If it's not streamlined, imagine it's like a round ball. Is it easy to burrow? No, right? Okay, not easy at all. So round and fat, how to squeeze and turn and twist into the mud? Not possible, right? Okay, so if it's round like a ball, it's not possible. But if let's say it has a streamlined body, slim, okay, and smooth, yeah, it can actually dig into the mud. Okay, so streamlined body. Hi, Salman. How are you today? Good, huh? Yeah, last week we had so many students around. So this week is better. I will have announcement for for your week 37 and 38, because week 38 is actually your PSLE exam, which is on Tuesday for science, week 38. 37, you have 37, you have English and mathematics, Thursday, Friday, right? Then Monday, Tuesday is mother tongue, and then science. Okay? Yeah. So this is what will happen. Today is PSLE oral day 1. Yeah, later we can talk a little bit about it if you all need to. Okay, let's look at question 9 now. It's your question 2 on paper. All right, but the mock exam, this is question 9. Let me see. Only one person made an error. So let's take a look. There's a flow chart here. Questions like this shall come out for exam. Organism. Okay, the arrow down, there's a question here. Does it have 3 body parts? Do you think it has 3 body parts? Yes and no. Okay, so if it's a yes, it's organism P. Which organism do you remember? Okay, has this 3 body parts. 3 body parts. You can type into the chat. Okay, type into the chat. Very good. So what are the 3 body parts that you remember for this organism? Good. Okay. You can type in, your type direct easier. You know why direct easier? Because direct, then you don't see too many messages on your own screen. Can't remember the names. Who can remember? Jeremy said something. Okay, someone also said something. Yeah, yes, there's the head, there's the thorax. Do y'all Google? Don't you remember or not? For the insect, head. Don't remember. Someone doesn't remember. What about you, Dong Yi? Yes, you can guess. You do remember. You just never Google, I see. Okay, it's the head, the thorax, and the abdomen, right? Do you know how to spell these words or not? Yeah, yeah. How do you spell all these words? Have to be very careful, okay? Because this is actually, yeah, abdomen. Abdomen. Yeah, Abdomen. Yeah, don't be surprised if they suddenly, yes, they will ask, out of the blue. You think it's something that, wow, so easy, cannot be something that they will ask. What if suddenly they ask you to label the parts? Students always miss out the things that they think too simple to ask this kind of question. And then you lose your marks. Try to remember all these, okay? Just before PSLE, we will have one day, which is on Monday. Okay, we are going to have all P6 science students can attend revision. So it's like, okay, 1.5 hours, we just go through all the topics quickly, and then we will pinpoint what are the areas of common errors, etc. And also a Q&A for everybody. Okay, so that is the one I wanted to tell you about, but I will talk about it again later, end of the lesson. Okay, next one. So you know that this is insect, right? There's 3 body parts, so you have the insect. And then what's next? Okay, when it's a no, doesn't have 3 body parts, does it produce milk for its young? If it's a yes, what do you think? Can you guess? Can you guess? What is this? Which type of organism actually produce milk for the young? I think it starts with a letter M, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see your responses in the chat. Okay, good. Yeah. What about Dongyi? Dongyi, I don't see you responding. Quickly, come, try. Very good. Okay. Celeste, try already. Good. Charlotte is not responding. Perez as well. Okay. Jeremy, at least you're responding, even though I don't see your face. I'll prefer to see your faces, Yeah. And I think I would really want to be calling out your parents already personally to tell them that you need to turn on the camera. So next, if it doesn't have 3 body parts, also doesn't produce milk for the young, but next question they ask is, does it breathe through the moist skin? What if it's a yes? What do you think? If it's a yes, what kind of organism? Okay, moist skin, what do you call it? Yeah. Okay. Wow, Perez, give me answer now, huh? Okay, great. And then what do you think is S? S, they never say what it can be, right or not? But then we know, all right, we know K is probably one of them. So we will look at PQR first. Okay, we know that P, insect, Q, mammal. Okay, and then next one, okay, amphibian is here. So definitely your answer is D. Thank you, Perez. You answered the question here. Now, hold on now. We have students coming in. Let me mark the attendance quickly first also. Avery, Charlotte here. Is Hansel here? No. Jeremy here. Okay. Delia, very nice to know that. Very nice to know that. So what are you going to do with all that, actually? Okay, we have a student called Ange. I don't have your name in the list, Okay, just a minute. Let me just. Ange, I don't have your name in the list. Can you confirm with me? Turn on the camera. Is it the other class student? Okay. While we wait for the response, or while I wait for the response, let's continue. Okay, so we have finished this one. Let's look at question 10 now. So my question 10 is your question 3. Okay, so blood samples were collected from blood vessels G and H as shown. Okay, so you have blood vessels G as well as H. Okay, where are they flowing from? Where are they flowing to? I think you can see, right? For example, for blood vessel G, it's flowing from the heart to the small intestine. And then for blood vessel H, okay, blood is actually flowing from the small intestine to the heart. So food samples were tested for amount of digested food, okay, and then oxygen as well as carbon dioxide. You are supposed to look at graph W, X, and Y to determine which is the correct one. So if you look at the one for digested food, graph W, right, digested food. So from the small intestine, we know that digestion is complete in the small intestine. And then the digested food will be moving from the small intestine into the blood and then carried to other parts of the body. So if you look at blood vessel G now, it has a lot of digested food. And then for H, it has little. Do you think that is possible? Can the blood that is flowing from the heart to the small intestine have a lot of digested food compared to blood vessel H? Yes or no? Let me see. Yes, please. You need to go, you go, okay? Okay, you hold on. Okay, while you respond to me, okay, tell me why you said that. Tell me a reason why you said that. Okay. Salman, are you typing in for me? Delia, do you know why this is not possible? Okay, you see, okay, from heart to small intestine to the heart, right? Can you see that? The blood vessels, can it be carrying a lot of digested food? No, right? But why is that so? When the blood flows from the heart to some other parts, what do you think it will do? Or what do you think it will contain more of? Hansel is here. Hold on, let him come in. Right. Yes, very good. Okay. Perez, you are good when you say the oxygen. Okay, but when the moment you say undigested food, I got a shock. Do you think undigested food can be carried in the blood vessel coming from the heart? Because one is digested food, the other side carry undigested food. Is that possible? Okay. The blood from the heart should contain less digested food as the other body parts will use the digested for energy. Yeah, undigested food is always moving from the small intestine to the large intestine. Okay? Okay, hold on. Right. Okay, sure. Can. Now I understand. Okay, I know who is Ange ready. Finally. Good. All right, Ange, you need to turn on the camera. I know you are joining this group now. I need you to turn on the camera. Remember, we had this conversation before. Okay, Hansel as well. Okay. Ange, I'm going to nag at you again once more later on. Okay, let's go on. So this is not